Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing and testing out the new Shameless foundation by Marc Jacobs. I'm really excited to be testing it out, but first I really wanted to swatch all of the shades for you. There's 29 shades. I know many of you really appreciate when I swatch all of the shades in a foundation line because it really helps you out when going to search for your match. So I hope this actually helps as a guide, and go right ahead and screenshot the colors that you think that might suit you best. That's kind of what I do. I really like swatching things until I find my perfect match. I'm going to be showing them completely wet once I'm done, and then I'm going to be showing them completely dry so that you see the difference in how it dries, because we all know that sometimes foundations dry a little bit different in color. And for those of you interested in knowing how much product it contains, it has 1.08 fluid ounces. And for those of you wondering about the price, this foundation does retail for $46. But now I'm going to move on and actually review the product. The first thing that you see here is the packaging. I was super excited about the packaging because it's super compact. It looks kind of old school and it's small enough to fit in so many places, very travel friendly. In order for me to find my match, I tested out 4 shades, and the shades that I'm going to be swatching here, which I was doing live, so I was trying to figure out what shade I was, were the shades Y360, Y370, R80, and Y90. So all of these are all medium tones. What I did in order to find my shade is swatch my everyday shade on the top. I let all of them dry and I searched for the one that was closest to my everyday foundation. So the one that matched perfectly was the shade Y60. And once I moisturized my skin, I wanted to show here the products that I will be using to apply my foundation. On one side, I really wanted to use my daily everyday beauty blender, and I also wanted to test out their new seamless liquid foundation brush. And now, as you can see, I'm going to be applying a thin layer, at least my type of thin layer. And I'm going to be applying it with my beauty blender first, just to test it out. And this foundation is more for like a youthful look, fresh, nothing that's going to be ultra coverage. So I definitely took that into consideration when testing it out. And there is one layer with the beauty blender. So I applied another layer on the other side and I used the brush. And this is my first time that I'm going to be saying this in a review. You guys know that I usually love my beauty blender with any foundation. It's just my preference. But this brush is so smooth. And it does give it that fresh, natural look that it's going for. And it glides on super smooth. I do want to say that it applied way better than when I applied it with my beauty blender. I feel like with the beauty blender, it was actually a little bit harder to work with, but the brush did an amazing job at giving that flawless finish. And here, now that I applied it on both sides, one layer, I really wanted to show a second layer, just for those of you who want to see the coverage that it can get to. So I am doing 2 layers. So here I am blending out the second layer. I have no idea why I was blending it with my beauty blender, when in my mind, I really just wanted to continue using the brush because it did apply more flawlessly. But this is how it looks like. With 2 layers, I really like the coverage. It does give it a really flawless, seamless finish. I really wanted to show some clips of me applying the rest of my makeup just because I think it makes a difference. Sometimes foundations don't mix well when applying other products, especially though the types of foundations that dry a little bit quicker. But from what I could tell, it blended really well, although I had let the foundation set on my skin already for a few minutes. So I applied my concealer. I noticed that it blended very well, although the foundation is matte. I applied my bronzer. I applied the same setting powder that I always use, but I only put it underneath my eyes. I do suggest it, however, to set it all over your skin because it is gonna make a big impact in the longevity of the foundation. But I think it blended very, very well with the rest of my makeup, especially for being a matte foundation. If you're a matte foundation type of person, we all know that some foundations are very hard to blend our concealers, especially if we kind of let them dry. I noticed that the foundation didn't move for around 6 hours. And then after 6 hours, at least with my skin type, since I am normal to combination skin, I started getting a little bit oily on the areas that I typically do, which is on my T-zone. Here is a closer look at the foundation. Let me know what you think about the foundation. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't. Bye guys!